Listen, I know you think that Lucy Light the Way isn't a full cartoon, but it is not. It's a segment on Sprout's Goodnight Show starring Nina, aka Michelle Lipe, and her pal Star. In this segment, Nina and Star have a firefly named Lucy who goes into an animated world and investigates what things are in the dark. I somehow hate this series. Why, you ask? It's because of the fact that the objects that Lucy points out are a complete silhouette. The scariest one of all is a tree. But that isn't the true story. Why I really hate it is because in one episode that made me want to put a cucumber in my ass. A few days ago, I went back to my family because they were worried that I'd be gone forever. By the way, I am 17 years old. I have a driver's license. In my family, I have a mother and father, two brothers named Keanu and Thomas, three sisters named Eliza, Anne Marie, and Natasha. My uncle and aunt were murdered by lions while on a trip to Africa. One day I was walking home from work where I heard sound of something being tossed in the garbage. I went to see what was placed in there. There were beer bottles and something interesting. One object I found was a videotape. The VHS was labeled LLTW. I later noticed it meant Lucy Light the Way. I was thinking this is a complete collection of all segments of the show. I read it as fast as I could, like Charlie Bucket from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, excited to watch this tape. Before I tell you everything about the tape, there was an accident that occurred a long time ago. It all started when a birthday surprise went really wrong. It was the day of my birthday, and I thought my friends Mark and Cleveland knew me well enough to know when I'm into shopping, video games, and kids' movies. They told me that we were going on a day out as a surprise, and I was so excited until we got there. They had taken me to a lousy theme park. I was so annoyed. Did they think I was a kid? We lined up for over an hour to meet along the first people to ride the new roller coaster. It was supposed to be one of the scariest roller coasters in the world, but I hate them. I find they're really scary and they really mess up my hair, but I didn't want to tell them that. I was really nervous, and then it got worse. We allocated the front seats. My friends were so excited as I told them that so excited as they are the best ones, but that just made me even more scared. What in tarnation am I talking about? Okay, with that out of the way, let's get through the tape. Before I watched it, my parents and the rest of my family were going to see Frozen 2. The reason I didn't want to see it is because the fact that Let It Go is a catchy song in the movie and it would be worse. So I stayed home all by myself. After the family left, I put the tape into my VCR into my TV with VCR played. The tape started with an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I noticed that was playing on the motherfucking Sprout channel. I'm sorry. That just literally pissed me off. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is not a kid's show. After the end of the program, it showed some commercials and came back to the Good Night Show. However, things were off about this that maybe went to screech. When Lucy Light the Way started, Star was unfortunately a Star Butterfly from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. While watching, something concerned me. There was a picture of the World Trade Center in New York. Was Nina going to launch Lucy to the picture of the Twin Towers? But it never happened. Nina launched Lucy into the sky when Lucy went into a field that looked like something out of Avengers Endgame. The moon was in its waning crescent. Lucy flew over to something with red sparks in its hand. Oh, I know what was happening. She was solving clues to figure out which Avengers were a silhouette. This clue was Scarlet Witch. How did I know? Scarlet Witch has red things around her. I knew exactly the voice lines that were said in it at the beginning. Here's how it went. Nina, I wonder where Lucy will be headed to tonight. Star, I wonder too. Nina, okay, here's our first clue. It's a woman, but she has red sparks or some shit. Star, whoa, Nina, watch your damn mouth. Nina, shut the fuck up, Star. I'm trying to guess what this is. Star cries like meat wad. Then the tape is somehow cut to static. Why in the mother flippin' world would Nina and Starby swearing on a children's show programming channel? I forgot the tape for real and I wish I never picked it up. Later that night, my family came home claiming that my mom was arrested for planning to hit one of my brothers for saying that nothing's funny. She was put in jail for 3 years. A few days later, I went to live with my older sister who had done her best to look after me. But it's just not the same as having my mom around. It isn't her fault that she's in jail. The police treat her very well. One night, my sister took the money out of my dad's account and ran away for her own protection. My mom even had to leave me behind to try and escape the cops, but the police caught her trying to leave the country with the money. The court didn't believe her, and she ended up being charged with fraud and being sentenced to years in prison. I tried my best to keep her mom happy. I bring my sister her presents, and I cook her favorite cakes and bring them to her in the bedroom. But they never seem to make her happy. She is so unhappy that mom is in jail. I just can't do anything to fix it. Well, at least. She was one of my parents. They even call her Rocky as she is so tough. No one will dare to mess with her. So Mother's Day coming up, I knew I had to do something really special to make my mom happy, and I had the best idea. I thought I would do something different and something big. I hired a plane to do some skywriting in the sky above her prison. I thought when she and her prison friends saw it, she would be so happy. And I was going to surprise her by skydiving out of the plane too. When I got out of my skydive, I got really nervous. I don't like heights. When I was up at the plane, the man literally had to push me out as I was so scared. Well, I don't have that much to say anymore. So, that's gonna wrap up.